Well, if you're wondering how to best to meet your New Year's resolutions and try and stay fit in 2026, you're not alone.
Don't worry, we've got you covered. Sean Krenz, co-founder of AusFitness Expo, is here with the top health trends.
Hello, mate.
Good morning to you, Sean.
Good morning,
All right,
guys.
what are we going to look forward to in 2026? What are your predictions?
Look, I think the fitness industry is in a really interesting place at the moment. It's becoming more and more wellness skewed, so less about how you look and more about how you feel, which I think is a great place to be.
Are you finding that 2026 is a year for everyone and not just the gym bros?
I think the thing is, it's about finding that sustainable routine that works for you. If that's lifting weights, do that. If it's stretching, do that. If it's walking, most important thing is finding a sustainable routine that you can stick to day in, day out over the full course of the year ahead.
Do you think the way that Roy said gym bros indicates he may not be part of that pack?
Just try and break in.
But I think he fits the mould on a few of the different trends. I could see him in the Pilates.
I could do Pilates, put my Lululemon strides on.
Stringer singlets, doing some bodybuilding as well. But I reckon we've got all.
Well, I do my jazzercise.
Zumba's going to make a comeback. Pilates you mentioned. Do you think that's going to continue, particularly for women? There's a lot of focus on older women doing weights as well.
It's the number 2 trend, actually, and women are all over it for sure. I think it really hits that sweet spot as a modality in terms of being a great combination of strength and mobility without having the impacts on your joints.
So you're sort of seeing a back to basics then, back into that strength training?
Yep, definitely. Strength training never really went anywhere. It will always be the baseline, but the reasoning why is what's changing, as you kind of touched on, less about the aesthetics, more about future-proofing the body for good long-term health.
Is there something wacky though? I mean, last year it was all about high rocks and that's really taken off. Is there something this year that's really going to, we're going to start hearing these buzzwords that we haven't heard before?
We sort of haven't touched on the number 1 trend, which is most interesting, I think, in that is actually longevity. Like, fitness programs for older adults is now the number 1 trend. And I think what's driving that is people are finally realising that good overall health and fitness is the biggest driver towards that quality of life aspect and being the best version of yourself for as long as you possibly can. The wacky stuff is maybe still like the medications and that type of thing. People thinking you can get away without the exercise, but you definitely do still need a combination of both.
Well, if you're free later, Sean, you can come to my jazzercise class if you want.
Mate, I reckon you put me through my paces. I'll have no chance keeping up with you on that.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for your time.
Take all those 90s hits and turn them into a gym playlist. Of course, the Fitness Expo coming up in Melbourne in March.
Well,